Any last words for people who might be thinking about, doing ads on LinkedIn?
Yeah, so let me just circle back a little bit on what I was saying with that retargeting strategy. One thing you want to keep in mind, even when you're running your own campaigns on LinkedIn, at the most fundamental level is you want to stay in front of prospects that have engaged with your company somehow.
Yeah.
If they go to your website, they go to your company page, they click on your ads, right? One of the biggest mistakes that we see is too many people try to run a lead gen form or ask for a book a call to action off of just a regular ad campaign. Please keep in mind that when you're targeting decision makers, these are busy people, and there's really no small changes to a business. And I've experienced this myself, even moving from one free Google spreadsheet to another, that I might have to go back to my training program now and swap that out and make new videos and train all my people. Even something free wasn't really free because of the time investment it took. Yeah. Right. So keep that in mind, that when you're targeting people and they see one ad and don't even know who you are, you're creating a lot of friction and getting them to convert. Our fundamental strategy: put high level benefits and pain points in front of them, things that are going to generate their interest. Let them go to your company page and go to your website and click on your ads. But from those people that do, educate them onto why your service is for them so they take the next step. Show them your blogs, show them your content, use white papers, reference articles, show them social proof, testimonials, reviews, success stories. I don't go down the street for a burger without looking at reviews, right? If I look up a new place people want to go and it has 3 stars, I'm probably not going to go there. And so even more so for these business decision makers, right? They want to make an informed decision on who they spend their time with. So do that for them. I think you and I were even talking before this, and you saw our ads over time, right? Like you saw them 1 month and the next month, and we were still there in front of you. And so it prompted us to connect and then take the next step with this. So realize that some people, you might find low-hanging fruit when you first start an ad campaign. You might get a couple conversions, but the expectation should be start retargeting them, and it takes multiple touch points to get people to convert. The longer you run those campaigns and the more you build your funnel, the more conversions ultimately you'll start getting.
Yeah. Once people start seeing you like as a permanent player, you're not just, one company that came and went. They're like, right. Let me take a look at these people, see what they're doing.
Some people might only take a few touches, some might have an immediate need. When you do pay-per-click advertisement, you might be getting in front of the right people because that's what LinkedIn does so well, but it doesn't mean there's immediate need. But they showed interest. So just by showing that interest, you might have some that you only have to show an ad 4, 5, 6 times to, and you might have some that you need to show your ads 30 or 40 times to. Mm-hmm. But the whole idea is you keep that marketing ecosystem growing, you keep it going, and eventually you'll exponentially see the returns from the amount of people that convert for you.
And the whole thing about retargeting, because I'm pretty sure that's a big deal in terms of, if someone comes to your website or sees an ad and they somehow entertain it or something, and you have no idea that happened, and there's no way you can retarget, right? Unless you knew that happened. So that's a big part of that.
Right. Yeah, they have to take that first step, right? If you don't have your audiences in place for that, you're missing out. And if you're not retargeting, you're missing out on a huge opportunity. Even in the B2C space, you might go to Macy's and look at a pair of pants. And then on Facebook, you're going to see that pair of pants. And then you're probably going to see that pair of pants on display on other websites until you purchase that pair of pants. It's fundamentally the same idea here, but with decision makers, it's a little different, right? We're not just showing them the same product over and over again. At the most basic level you are, but if you really want to elevate how you're nurturing them and getting them to convert, it's saying, hey, they're going to take that initial step of interest. I have to have the audiences in place to capture that. But once they do, now I need to establish expertise, right? If they didn't convert when they first saw you, there's no trust and credibility there. So what are you doing to build that trust and credibility?
I love it.